Hi, I'm Sharon Dooley, sports massage therapist and yoga teacher. So we're continuing on with a theme of strengthening. So even as you're just stood, feet point straight ahead, and really think of pressing down through all four corners of your foot, keeping all of the toes down, and just glance down and just notice, do you grip with your toes? Are they curling upwards? Over time with practice, having a thought of you want everything to be in a relaxed state, but pressing down. So you are engaging the muscles, but not overly tensing, just enough to support the body. Hips over heels, shoulders over hips. Think of allowing the shoulders to be wide. If you find you're curling in, if you've got lots of desk jobs, then if you think about the bottom point of your shoulder blades, drawing them together and down, not holding, not forcing back, just think of that and releasing. And that can be a little signal to just really opening up and allowing your body to be moved as you breathe in and out, letting the breath create some of that relaxation as well. So we're going to start off with a warm up again in sun salutations. Really think about the shapes you're making. Your brain knows what muscles to engage and when in order to create certain shapes. At the beginning, when you're working muscles, if they've not been used for a while or they've got lazy, you're going to have to focus harder to make that shape work. But if you keep the shape in mind that you want, over time, you will get closer to it. Those muscles will start to work to do what you want them to do. So starting off in standing, taking a deep breath in, press down through your feet, reaching your arms up. Just care to keep this point engaged over your belly button so you're not arching backwards. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forwards. Keep pressing down through your feet as you inhale, lengthening halfway, flatten your back. Exhale, fold, step back into a high lunge, lengthening your chest away from your thigh, pressing down through your feet, reaching back through the back heel, step back to plank. Reaching back through your heels, crease of the elbows, face forwards, gently bending your elbows, keeping your head in line with your neck, lowering slowly down. Inhale, lengthening away from the floor. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes under, maybe pressing back up into plank. Lift your hips, come up into downward dog. Think of creating space in your hip joints, stepping your right leg in between your hands. Reach your arms up over your head. Try and aim to get your shoulders over your hips. As you exhale, stepping forwards, bringing your hands down. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lengthening halfway, flattening your back. Exhale, folding forwards. Step your left leg back behind you. Again, think of lengthening your chest so your back isn't curving, your back is straight, reaching back through the back heel. Step back to plank, crease of the elbows faces forwards, reaching back through your heels. Bend your elbows, slowly lowering all the way down. Inhale, lengthening, peeling up off the floor. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes under, take a deep breath in as you exhale, pressing back up into plank. Lift your hips, come up into downward dog. Again, creating space in your hips. Step your left leg in between your hands. Reaching your arms up over your head. Aim for shoulders over your hips, stepping your right leg in. Exhale. hands down. Inhale, reaching arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. You're either going to step or jump back into a plank position. Reach back through your heels, crease of the elbows faces forwards. And then reaching back through your heels. You're going to slowly curling your back, bending your knees slightly, coming back up into downward dog, really lengthening through your back, lengthening up through your hips. And then starting at your hips, you're going to curl, come back forwards into plank, pressing out through your heels, lengthening across your shoulders. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, curling your hips, sending them up towards the ceiling, lengthening through your back. On your next exhale, you're going to bend into your right knee. You're going to bring your right knee maybe to the outside of your right elbow, maybe bending into the elbow. Inhale, straighten your arms, send your right leg up towards the ceiling, come back to downward dog. And then maybe bending the left knee towards the outside of the left elbow, maybe bending into the elbow, and then lengthening. Come back into downward dog. And then you're going to take the right knee across towards the left elbow. And come back into downward dog. And left knee across to the right elbow. Come back into downward dog, bending the knees. Step or jump feet to hands. And come all the way back up to standing. Pressing down through the left heel. Going to bring your right knee up, pressing out through the right foot. Going to maybe bend into the standing leg. Keep thinking about sending the knee out over your second toe. And then straighten. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. Bringing your leg wide, fold forwards. Gently bending into your knees, coming all the way up. Pressing down through your right leg, lifting your left knee up in line with your left hip. Pressing out through your foot. And explore bending your right knee. And then stepping your legs wide. You're going to gently come into warrior two. So keeping the knee behind the front heel, really press down through your feet. Think of sending your hips straight down towards the floor, shoulders in line with your hips, reaching out through your arms. Look forward over your front middle finger. Inhale. Straighten your legs, turn your feet out away from each other. Bend your elbows, sending your knees out over your toes. Keep pressing down through your feet. Keep pressing down through your feet, come all the way up to standing. And then coming into warrior two on the other side. Again, shoulders in line with your hips. Knee stays behind your front heel, sinking your hips down, reaching back through your arm, forward through the other arm. Inhale, coming all the way up. Turn your feet to face forwards, roll down and hang. And in this position, looking at your feet, you're going to still press down under the ball of your big toe, your little toe, the inside edge of your heel, outside edge of your heel. And just imagine under the arch, middle of the arch of the foot, if you had a marble, you're trying to suck it up through your legs. You're really engaging the foot. And then maybe walking your hands forwards. Keep pressing down through the feet, keeping the feet really active. And just allowing your hips to lengthen away from your hands. And then gently coming down onto all fours. Walk your hands forwards, knees slightly back behind your hips rather. You can either have your toes tucked or point your feet back behind you. You're going to take puppy dog, so your hips stay high, chest and head low. And just take in as many breaths as you want here.